Rumor has it YouTube is paying the smaller creators. I keep coming across videos for the last couple of months saying these smaller creators are starting to gain quite loyal following, and they're starting to get paid by YouTube. And YouTube has a partner program where they will pay you money as long as you meet some criteria. And there's a lot of people just filming kind of random content with their phones, nothing fancy, no fancy edits, no fancy cameras, no fancy thumbnails, just kind of day in the life. Some people are walking down the street. A lot of people are doing it in their cars. And some of these channels, with consistency, they are blowing up seemingly overnight, and so I jumped back on YouTube. I posted my first video in a couple of months yesterday, and I'm going to commit to posting 3 to 5 times a week, let's say. And I'm just going to kind of take the approach I do on social media. So my approach on social media is I build in public. I basically just document my journey. I do things in my business, and then I report back to my audience, and I just share what I'm doing. I share what I'm doing. I share what I'm learning. I share the wins. I share the losses. I share the ups. I share the downs. I share the happy moments. I share the sad moments. And people really, really appreciate this. I'm not here to just say I'm making all this money or I'm having all this success. I'm sharing the dark times too. I'm sharing the mindset battles that I'm struggling with. And that vulnerability, people really do appreciate it. That doesn't matter if it's on Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, or even YouTube. So it's those vulnerable moments, just kind of flipping the camera on. Again, whether it's your phone or I'm just using a little camera, a webcam on my computer, and just talking into the camera and sharing your perspectives, your thoughts, your opinions on whatever it is. So what I like to do, again, I like to document my journey. I share what I'm doing, what I'm learning. I share what's working for me. Hey, I tried this thing out, XYZ, and it's working. Hey, I tried ABC out. It's not working for me. So I pivoted. So I changed a little bit. So I tweaked this, I tweaked that, and now it's working. And I'm just documenting that. I'm just sharing what I'm doing with my audience. And again, like I said, it's not all the wins. There's losses in there as well. I'm sharing the lessons that I've learned along the way. Sometimes it's a lesson I learned 3 hours ago. Sometimes it's a lesson I learned 3 months ago. I'm also sharing the mistakes I've made, and hopefully the lessons I can extract from that. And how I see it is, if I made a mistake and I can help one person avoid that same mistake, it's no longer a mistake. Sure, it was a mistake for me, but if I can help one person avoid that mistake, it's a win now. So I share my mistakes. I've had several people say, out of all the creators, you share your losses and your mistakes the most. And it's like, because I try a lot of shit. And most of the stuff I do, it doesn't work. I fail over and over. That's fine. Out of 10 things, maybe 8 will work. One works really well. One works okay. And I fail 8 times. I'm just looking for those 1 or 2 things. And then I'll quadruple down on that. But again, I'm sharing my wins and my losses. So you might be thinking, well, Adam, how can I apply this to XYZ topic? So I got a couple of notes here that I'm looking at my screen. Parenting. I'm a parent. I have a 9 and 11-year-old. I could share what I'm doing parenting. The struggles that I'm going through. Getting the kids out of the house on time, shoes tied, bags packed, lunches made, all that stuff before I take them to school every morning. I could share some of the tips like, hey, we're leaving on time, or we get to they're not fighting and screaming at me. I could share what I'm doing. Maybe there's some accountability that I'm doing. I'm not the best at it, so I'm not going to teach this, but maybe you are. Maybe you're a parent and you're just sharing your wins and your losses. Maybe we do family dinners every night. It's a non-negotiable. We sit down and eat at the dinner table every single night. There's no phones. There's no TV. TV goes on pause. It's family dinners. I'm very, very strict with that. My parents did it with us when we were growing up, and I've carried on the tradition, so to speak. Maybe that's something you do, and you can talk about that and what you do at the family dinners, what conversations, what questions you ask your kids, and you just document that and share that. It doesn't take very long for people to start reaching out asking for help. Especially here on YouTube, they're going to start building up a following of other parents that are maybe at their wits' end or up to here with their kids. Maybe they're just stressed and they're looking for tips. They're looking for other parents, and being vulnerable and sharing those struggles with people. They see themselves in you. Oh my gosh, I struggle with that too. And that's how you build a loyal following, by sharing the good and the bad, by being vulnerable about it. So that's parenting. Maybe another one could be, maybe you're a man and you're trying to build a better relationship with your wife or your partner, whatever it is, whether you're married or not, it really doesn't matter. And maybe you're trying different things. Maybe you're leaving little post-it notes on her lunch pail before she goes to work, or maybe you're leaving a little post-it note on her makeup bag or her toothbrush or in her, the drawer in the bathroom, or maybe on the steering wheel. I like to leave it on the steering wheel. Maybe on the refrigerator, on the coffee pot, whatever. You're doing like little things. And all of a sudden you're noticing she's starting to be a little more friendly. She's saying, "Hey, let's practice some more mattress dance time. Instead of S3X, mattress dance time. And you start documenting that. You're sharing that. You're sharing on YouTube kind of what you're doing, things that you're doing, and you're noticing, hey, my wife is becoming. We're building a stronger bond. I'm not saying just post-it notes does it. That's just an example. But you're trying different things. And maybe you're having a conversation. Maybe you're taking her out on date night every once a week. And maybe you share some date night ideas or your takeaways on date night, and you document that and you talk about it on YouTube. You don't have to share all the details, of course, but you just kind of share. Hey, we went out to Chili's, or we just went on a picnic, or maybe we played a game of Sorry or Scrabble just at the kitchen table. It doesn't have to be out to spend money, but maybe you're just sharing that with your audience and things that you're doing, things that you're trying. It's not going to be very long where you have a channel of men following you, probably commenting, asking for help, saying, I feel seen, oh my gosh, this is something I'm struggling with. And then they follow you along on the journey. Maybe at the beginning it wasn't this thriving marriage that you hoped it was, or this thriving relationship, but you're documenting the journey. You're trying things. Some things are working, some things aren't working, and you're just being vulnerable and sharing it all. Again, you don't have to share like the details. I'm not saying that. And then you build up this following, and they see that progression, and they're like, huh, a month ago, I remember when he was just doing these little post-it notes, and he was saying he was starting to see a change. Now all of a sudden, it sounds like they just have this much tighter bond. Or 3 months later, or 6 months later. I'm not saying turn it around in a month, but they follow that journey and they can see that progress. There's a guy that I follow here on YouTube. I forgot his name. I think he's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, and he's been documenting his YouTube journey and just sharing it. And you can scroll back 3-4 months, and he's got his Walmart vest on. He was working at Walmart making, I don't know, $8, $10, $12 an hour, and now he's monetized on YouTube, where he made, I think, $27,000 in the month of December. But you can see his journey. Just a few months ago, he was in a dark place, and he went out and bought a new pickup truck with his YouTube money. So people can watch that progress, and they really appreciate it and gravitate towards it. And then it's given them hope in whatever it is, and they're going, I watched Joe do it. I watched Sally Sue do it. It doesn't seem too difficult. Again, it comes down to consistency in whatever you're trying to do, whether it's creating YouTube videos, whether it's building a thriving marriage, whether it's being a better parent. So that's an idea for men to do. And obviously, you could flip it around. If a woman is being the more proactive one and trying to build a stronger and thriving relationship. Another one is weight loss. I'm doing this over on the Instagrams. I'm no one to give weight loss advice. I have the muscle definition of a marshmallow. And January 1st, I drank too much eggnog this holiday season, I'll admit it, and too many cookies and my mom's toffee and all the other sweets that I love. So I said January 1st, just like everybody else in the world, I said, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to start documenting it. And so I went out and bought a 20-pound weighted vest. I went out and bought a jump rope. I jump rope every single day. And a lot of times I'll do a video and I share it on Instagram. I'll take pictures of me walking in my vest, and I'll take pictures of the scale. I try to do 10,000 steps each and every day, which I was perfect 31 for 31 in January, by the way. And I'm just documenting the journey. I'm no weight loss expert. I have people in my DMs on Instagram asking me what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what scale am I using, where did I get the jump rope, where is my weighted vest from. They're already asking me. It's 30 days into it. So you could do this with YouTube as well. Start kind of documenting your weight loss journey by what exercises you're doing, any healthy habits that you're implementing that are working, that are not working, maybe some apps that you use on your phone for accountability or for tracking purposes, or maybe it's a Google spreadsheet where you're tracking that way, or maybe you're old school with like pen and paper and you jot it down and you say, I got to drink 8 glasses of water. I got to walk 10,000 steps a day. I got to hit the gym 3 times a week. I got to get 8 hours of sleep, and I got to eat under 2,000 calories, or whatever it is. I'm doing the carnivore diet, so I'm sharing that, where I eat eggs, bacon, beef, and I do eat fruit as well, so it's not a full carnivore diet. But I document that, and I'm sharing that, and I'm taking people on this journey. And I lost, I think it's 8.4 pounds in the first month, and I already have people asking me for help. This is where I could create maybe some type of a PDF or an ebook or a guide or some type of a training. I would prefer like an ebook, or recommend an ebook or guide, and then I could sell that to them. just outline kind of what I've been doing, and there's no reason you can't start doing the same thing on YouTube. Another idea. Another niche could be creating YouTube videos. Maybe you're brand new to YouTube and you start recording videos and you're just documenting your journey. You watch other YouTubers and you share you see their tips and tricks, and you got to do this for the title and this for the thumbnail and this for the script, and you got to move like this on the video or whatever. You start watching some of these videos and you start implementing what these men and women are teaching about how to do YouTube properly, the lighting, the microphone, all this stuff, and you just start implementing it. The first video is going to be horrible. The second video is going to be a little less horrible. The third video is going to be a little less horrible than that, and on and on and on. And once you get to video 50, you're going to look back and go, oh my gosh, look at video 1. That thing is trash. And then you get to video 100 and you look back at video 50 and go, oh my gosh, that video is trash. You're making progress, just like with anything else. Like when I started kissing girls in middle school, I was horrible at it. I bit her tongue, our noses hit each other. I thought she was going to tell all the girls in the school and I was going to die alone and never have kids. Of course, it didn't turn out that way. But I got better with practice. Just like riding my bike when I was 5 or 6 years old at Oak Ridge Circle in Brighton, Michigan. I was trying to ride. I had training wheels and I put the elbow pads on. I put knee pads. I had a helmet. I had pads all over myself. I was so worried about crashing into the bush. And I kept crashing and I kept crashing. And then one time, I just kept going. And it worked. So it's just like riding a bike. It's just like kissing your girl, whether it's doing YouTube videos or really anything else. You're going to suck at first, and that's totally okay. That's really it. It's going to come down to consistency, whether you're doing one video a day, 3 videos a week, 3 videos a month. It really doesn't matter. Find something that fits in your schedule, something that you can is sustainable with your life, your goals, your dreams, your desires, in the current season you're at in your life. I know a lot of us don't have extra time, so maybe it's just one video a week to get started, and then you start getting going and going, okay, I got the hang of this thing. I can probably add in a second video, and maybe you add in a second video. And again, if you're just doing it from your phone, don't worry about the edits and the fancy this. Go for a little walk and get 2 birds with one stone. Get a little bit of exercise and pull out your phone and just kind of share your thoughts on whether it's parenting, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fitness, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whether it is building a thriving marriage or building a business or growing a following on TikTok or Snapchat or LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or whatever platform it is. It's just sharing what you're doing. Maybe you're an Uber driver or DoorDash driver. There's a lady on here that's inspired me called DoDash, and she just takes out her phone when she's doing DoorDash between orders and starts recording videos. It's as simple as that. She has, I think, 75,000 followers. I don't think she does DoorDash anymore because she makes enough money from YouTube. It really can be that simple. I don't want to say easy, but it can be simple. But it takes consistency, putting in the work day after day, week after week, month after month. But that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan with this. I'm going to document and share with you guys and gals what's working for me. Hopefully my progress. Hopefully in 3 weeks from now I can say, here's how I gained 100 subscribers in the last 21 days. Or here's how I gained 10,000 views in the last 30 days or whatever. And I'll share whatever it is I'm doing. I'll share what's working. I'll share what's not working. But that's my plan. If you want to join in on this challenge, comment down below. Like I said, what did we say at the beginning of this video? Hidden gems. Not small creators, but hidden gems. We just haven't been discovered yet. So if you're going to commit to this journey of this YouTube challenge, comment down below hidden gems. Join the journey. Make sure you click subscribe. Be on the lookout for, like I said, 2 to 5 videos each and every week going forward. That's really it. It's going to come down to consistency, whether you're doing one video a day, 3 videos a week, 3 videos a month. It really doesn't matter. Find something that fits in your schedule, something that you can is sustainable with your life, your goals, your dreams, your desires, in the current season you're at in your life. I know a lot of us don't have extra time, so maybe it's just one video a week to get started, and then you start getting going and going, okay, I got the hang of this thing. I can probably add in a second video, and maybe you add in a second video. And again, if you're just doing it from your phone, don't worry about the edits and the fancy this. Go for a little walk and get 2 birds with one stone. Get a little bit of exercise and pull out your phone and just kind of share your thoughts on whether it's parenting, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fitness, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whether it is building a thriving marriage or building a business or growing a following on TikTok or Snapchat or LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or whatever platform it is. It's just sharing what you're doing. Maybe you're an Uber driver or DoorDash driver. There's a lady on here that's inspired me called DoDash, and she just takes out her phone when she's doing DoorDash between orders and starts recording videos. It's as simple as that. She has, I think, 75,000 followers. I don't think she does DoorDash anymore because she makes enough money from YouTube. It really can be that simple. I don't want to say easy, but it can be simple. But it takes consistency, putting in the work day after day, week after week, month after month. But that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan with this. I'm going to document and share with you guys and gals what's working for me. Hopefully my progress. Hopefully in 3 weeks from now I can say, here's how I gained 100 subscribers in the last 21 days, or here's how I gained 10,000 views in the last 30 days, or whatever. And I'll share whatever it is I'm doing. I'll share what's working. I'll share what's not working. But that's my plan. If you want to join in on this challenge, comment down below. Like I said, what did we say at the beginning of this video? Hidden gems. Not small creators, but hidden gems. We just haven't been discovered yet. So if you're going to commit to this journey of this YouTube challenge, comment down below hidden gems. Join the journey. Make sure you click subscribe. Be on the lookout for, like I said, 2 to 5 videos each and every week going forward.